Hello, my name is Sandra, and in today's video I am going to explain my program in WebGL that returns a color depending on where the user clicked in a colored cube that I built. So first of all, I am going to show the book that I'm basing my program on. So the book is called Interactive Computer Graphics. It's going to be the 8th edition. And my colored cube, I got it from chapter 4 from an exercise that I did. And in this program, we're going to be using mostly the chapter 8, that it's for frame buffers, and the color picker, it's in section 8.7. If you have the book, you can check that out. Okay, so the files that I'm using for this program are my HTML, my JavaScript file, and I have 2 more files. Those files I got them from the author's website. And let's take a look at the code. In this case, we have here the HTML. Here I'm using this version, and take into account that depending on the version that you are using, you are going to use different keywords. For instance, here I'm using the in keyword, and in older versions you maybe need to use the attribute keyword, and instead of the out keyword in older versions you're going to use the variant keyword. So be careful with that, because maybe you can get errors from those little keywords that you have right there, depending on the version. Here I have my vertex shader and the fragment shader. These are the different colors that we can pick in the program. And here I have some buttons, but in this example I'm not going to have my cube in motion, so that is not very relevant here. Okay, here's the JavaScript file, and at the beginning I have the declaration of my variables that I'm going to use later, and I have the init function here, and in line 25 I am getting the canvas element, and then the WebGL context, and down here I have all the frame buffer that I'm going to use, and where I bind the frame buffers that I create, and all of that. For the cube, I am going to use these functions. The color cube, that is going to use the quad function that is right here. Here we have the vertices for the faces of the cube and the colors. So my cube, it's going to have different colors in its faces, and we need to partition the quad into 2 triangles, the quad function, because for the square that we are getting for each face we are using 2 triangles, and in order for WebGL to be able to render it, we need to use it like that. Okay, and remember that the program is going to use an event listener, because the user is going to click in a part of the canvas, and depending on where the user clicked, the program is going to return the color. So we have the code for our event listener here, and here are the words, the array with the words that I'm going to use for the return word, and here I have the render function. So let's go to the browser and test the program. Like I said, I have my colored cube here, and with the faces in different colors. This face is blue, red, and this one is different too. So this program is supposed to return here the word of the color that we clicked. For instance, let's test first with this face that is blue. Let's click here and it returns blue. Okay, so let's try with this face that is red and it returns the word red here. And here, let's try with this one. It's correct as well. And the background is white. So let's see if it returns white. Yes, returns white. So this program works good. And I already showed the 2 files for my program, the HTML, the JavaScript, and we already see that these programs work and returns the right colors. So that is all for this video. Thank you.